Alright, so welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. It's not really a channel, my first ever video. And I've always been a big Honda fan. So my job today is to take probably the two most, I would say this is the most popular Honda. This one's probably the most popular when it comes to commercial grade. What we have here, I have grass that's probably 12 inches, 13 inches tall, and I overseeded and aerated, I think it was Friday, September 13th or 14th. Today it's October 1st, so I got two mowers. I'm going to do a full review, a full test. So we got the Honda HRX217 powered by the GCV190 auto choke system, so 190cc overhead cam engine. Then over here we have the Honda HRC216 with the commercial GXV160. Really, it's registered at 163 cc's. Now I'm going to set it clear over to mulch, and I'm going to put the mulch plug in the Honda commercial. And we're going to first start out with the test where I'm going to make a couple passes mulching. We're going to see how that works. And then I'm going to put it over here to where it's completely bag. I'm going to put the bag unit back in on the HRC216, and we're going to see a difference there, because I just want to know the difference in power. Alright, as you can see here, so far, that's mulching. It didn't even bog at all. I'm pretty impressed. So now, I'm going to fire up the Honda HRC216 with the GXV160 engine, and we're going to give it a try and see how it runs. Right now, that was fully mulching. Now we're just going to put the mulch plug in the back of this. You can hear the difference when it starts up. This is a lot louder mower and such. right side here, we got HRC216, 1, 2, 3, 4 paths. Left side, 1, 2, 3, 4. HRX217. Let's walk up to their side. We at least can see how it striped as well. HRC stripe on the left side. HRX stripe on the right side. Sorry about the sun there. We're going to put on the bagger. We're going to go to full bag mode, and we're going to see so far. Maybe. Here we go. So I want to see how that works on complete bagging. I will say this though, it's a great mower so far, very impressed, but I do say this, looks wise, this HRC, man, with the bagger on it and such, I'd say it looks pretty sweet, but it's about quality, power, and striping. Alright, so here's final result. Like I said, I mean, it was not the best stripes, but obviously it hadn't been mowed for 17 days. My goal was to get it knocked down, do the review on these two mowers, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So, let's talk about feel. On the HRX217, very light mower. You can see the play in the handlebars. It's got that, there's a name for the deck, but it's like composite or whatever. Very, very light mower. HRC216. There's no play in these handlebars. They're not going anywhere. This thing, to me, is easily 40 pounds more. So I'm going to have to say feel of the mower. HRC216 I use often. I like to feel the mower. This thing feels like a beast. It's heavy. It just feels like something, you know, it's just pulling you across the yard. So I'm going to say feel. For me, HRC216 definitely wins there. Next one, mulching. Mulching, what I really like about this HRX217 is this back here, where you can change the lever from mulch to bag. So you can partially bag, or you can fully bag, or you can fully mulch. That's awesome. Commercial, It's just simply got the mulch plug you put in, you close the back, or you take the mulch plug out and put the bag in. As I said before, this is a mulching mower. I felt like it mulches well. However, one thing I noticed when I was over on that side yard over there on our south side, I had it set all the way to mulch, and I mean it was tall, but it got a little boggy, and I could see when I would make turns, it'd shoot all that grass out the side. Around flower beds, stuff like that, I find that a problem. On this one, even mulching, I feel like it still sucks it in. And this has got a little wider deck. It didn't push that out. So with that ease, I feel like I do like this mulching mower a little better on the mulching part. Moving on. Bagging. I put it all the way to bag on this mower. It was okay. I mean, it seemed like it had plenty of power. But this, it just eats and goes. I mean, it just keeps hammering that bag, packs that bag in heavy. This one, I feel like its strength is still the mulching. Bagging, hands down, HRC216, I feel like it's a stronger mower for that aspect. Sound, I mean, I think you've heard it. I feel like, and I know it's on these Honda GCV engines. I know that it really, they're quiet. Easy start quiet. But I like the way this commercial sounds. I like the way it's a little bit louder. It just feels a little more beastie with that sound in it. 190cc engine, but I just like the sound of that 163cc GX engine. I think it's got a little deeper sound, a little bit more power, a little more beastie. So for sound, I like a louder mower. I like to hear that hum of the blade spinning hardcore. HRC216 wins. I think this is $7.99. Honda does offer those $50 rebates at the beginning of the spring, so this mower is $749. And versus this one I looked on the website last night, HRC216 retails for $1249. I've seen it for as low as $10.99 or even $10.50. So obviously a little more money. So you got to think, just say I drop $750 for this, I drop $10.50 for this, $300 difference. And it still goes back to how often you use it and what you want. Both of these mowers I speak highly about, highly recommended. But for me, the enjoyment I get out of my mowing, the frequents that I mow, plus I mow a couple other yards in our development, I'm cool with the Honda HRC216. That's what's a good fit for me. However, I wouldn't cut this mower short, but again, it's all based on what is the best fit for you. If you're mowing all day long or even a few yards a week, I feel like over time, the thick steel deck, the engine reliability, the RPMs, and I'm sure if you have a landscaping business or you're mowing, I really feel like you probably do more bagging than mulching. I'd say here's your mower to go with. Commercial grade. If you're a resident, you mow once or twice a week, you want a good mower that will last you for a long time because you're not wear and tearing. Good mulch mower, I'd say you go with the HRX217. Regardless, I'm a big Honda fan. One more thing, I do like how the HRC216 has the big dual element air filter versus this has just got the smaller on the side. And fuel efficiency, this doesn't have a full gallon gas tank on it, but I can easily mow my yard probably 3 times where this thing runs at 3,500 RPMs and don't need to add fuel. Versus this one, about every mow, the 190cc, it likes to suck its gas with a smaller gas tank. I always have to fill it up about every mow. And thanks again. Overall verdict, for me, the best fit for me is a Honda HRC216. Both great mowers. You're looking at the top of the line on both sections, commercially and residential. Before we shut down today, I will show you final cut quality on front and back. Mowing of the HRX217 over here. Here is HRC216 there.